Welcome back, everybody. It's Evan from Accent again, and
It's still Andrew, and still from Accent.
that's right. So we're here to do some more stuff working together in the cloud. We're back together on Skype. Andrew's in LA. I'm in Boston. 3-hour time difference. Last time we did a bit of tracking. I needed to punch a couple things that were just kind of not quite there from our original session. And today we're going to use the same song and listen a little bit to some other parts of the bass track and actually do a little bit of editing and almost a little bit of pre-mix in a way.
So I've been working on the songs here in LA, and the toughest part is because everyone sings such this close harmony, it's just making sure that all the parts are balanced, and especially Evan, as he sings the bass. It's kind of good to have him kind of balance his own part in a way. So what I've done is I've given him a mono bass track, because for most of the song he's singing just one bass that's covering all the stuff, and then in the choruses he's double tracked, so it's a bit, I have them panned hard right and hard left, and this gives a really big thick sound, and Evan sounds awesome doubled. I kind of want the choruses to be a bit more well balanced, and I think Evan might be the guy to kind of do it as he sang the part. So I was hoping that he would kind of play with the stems and just give him a balance, send it back to me, and then I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's that classic thing where like you listen to stuff back and all you can hear is your own part, and you're like the most connected to it, which is a blessing and a curse. But I think in this case, sometimes I just kind of know how I want like everything to really be smoothed out in my own voice. And it's such a unique role being the bass vocal in this type of a cappella group, because I'm the one person who's kind of doing the instrumental mimicry that I get pretty particular about it sometimes. So this will let us collaborate on a little bit of that work. So I could just go to like the chorus 2 and see how we're doing. How's that?
Yeah, start from just before it.
If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one love, one sole intention,
and the common sense to know when it feels right.
Oh, one love, in one great big picture.
It's everything we've wanted. Gotta be the one and only love.
Yeah, cool. First thing that's kind of hitting me is I probably want to just bring the level up in general. Not because I'm self-centered, but because I think it actually might need it. So why don't I do that and bring it up a couple dB.
If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one love, one sole intention,
And the
Yeah, it's starting to kind of just glue it together a little bit more. I mean, I even noticed it before I brought the level up, but I'm poking out a little bit too much, I feel, on this kind of lead in here.
If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one.
Could be a performance thing, but probably should ease in a little bit more if you really kind of listen to the way the rest of the parts attack that.
If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one.
Kind of agree.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
Cool.
But I wanted to make sure you were okay with it.
Then you'll find one.
Probably can already from this part kind of be at full steam.
Then you'll find one love.
Yeah, because you go from saying, if you look beyond yourself, doom, doom.
Yeah.
The doom's a pretty good indication of when it picks up.
Yeah.
If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one. If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one.
Yeah. I don't
I think
know that-
beyond is still a little bit much, but
a little bit much.
yeah, it's on the beyond.
If you look beyond yourself, then if you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one. If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one.
Yeah, now I kind of feel
Cool.
it as like two things, but in the right kind of arc, I feel. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, let me just listen a bit more and kind of see what I want to do in terms of smoothing things out a little bit across this line.
If you look beyond yourself, then you'll find one love, one soul.
So like this is my big downbeat. And I can even see just level wise, it doesn't really match kind of what's coming right before it, that doom doom. I can just kind of want that to poke out a little bit.
One, then you'll find one. You'll find one love, one sole intention,
and the common sense to know sense to know. Common sense to know when it feels right.
And sometimes just the way that, things resonate, and being a bass is temperamental, and I can even just get pretty surgical with just kind of making the low things really match everywhere as much as I can.
When it feels right.
And the clip gain really helps me because it's super visual, and then kind of everything, if we throw a compressor on there, it's going to kind of hit it all evenly compared to the rest of the line.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Another downbeat I want to make sure really happens.
It's everything.
What if those to make the downbeat seem longer? What if the notes after it were a bit softer? So, doom 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 doom.
So-
Or whatever those two. You made those a bit so. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
they're
just
they're
kinda-
pretty. They're pretty in your projecting range.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Evan's singing low D flats all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything else striking you? It's I gotta say I'm pretty happy with how it was tracked. Now that I'm kind of looking back on this session a few months after tracking it, but anything striking you?
No, it's great. I mean, I just wanted you to kind of have a listen and kind of figure out what you really want to hear, because obviously you just know your instrument better. And it's much easier this way because instead of Evan having to tell me, well, Andrew, at 236, could you please raise my low fifth on this chord? He can just go in and do it, which is a
Yeah.
lot nicer than me having to kind of,
Yeah.
keep track of all these little things, because Evan's going to want to say that, and then the other four guys in addition to myself are going to want to do that as well.
And if I recall correctly, I tracked this. This was the last thing that got tracked in our sessions, and I finished about 5 a.m. So I'm glad it actually was. It came out as good as it did at that hour. Not my best hour. So
Yeah, you're a hero, Evan.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to upload this stuff to you so you have it. I think I go over here, upload new changes, and you should be able to pull it down.
All right. Well, let's double check that I can do that. Oh, it's saying new things have happened.
You could switch to your screen and show us.
Yep, I see this little volume thing here. View, clip. You have the clip gain line. So that's the other thing that I don't see. Waveform. Yeah, there we go. Just those little changes here, which is great. So now I can just kind of take these and just knowing that the balance has kind of been done. Again, these are such little things, but I mean, it's actually what makes a difference, especially in our style of music. It's really all a game of balance and all these little mix moves, and doing this for every individual voice and also as a whole, in sections and stuff like that. Really, that's kind of what the name of the game here is for a mix for us. So
Exactly.
pretty cool. Thanks, Evan.
Speaking of mixing, we got one more post coming up for you just to show this collaboration through the cloud, and I think we'll be doing a little bit of a kind of faux mix listening session at a distance here, and this will make it all possible. So we want to give a shout out again to Avid for giving us this chance to work with Pro Tools Cloud and the Pro Tools Quartet interfaces, and of course to Performer Magazine for giving us this opportunity. So thanks, and see you next time.